I'm Collin and I'm exploring the 4 provinces of Atlantic Canada. So I can't wait to get stuck into all kinds of amazing, crazy, wild, and really scary new experiences. Welcome to Atlantic Canada. I'm following the Cabot Trail, said to be one of the most spectacular drives in North America, which hugs the picturesque coastline of Cape Breton. So I just stopped in this beautiful little town called Camp, and it's so beautiful that I had to go for a walk around. The water looks so calm, I'd love to go for a swim. I'd say it'd be freezing though. Cows on a beach. That's not something I'm used to seeing. This whole coastline is so quiet and peaceful. Such a lovely spot. I would love to sit here all day with a glass of wine, but next I'm going for a walk in the national park. Just a few miles up the road is one of Canada's best known scenic areas, where I'm meeting my guide, Miranda Dodd. I'm here at the Cape Breton Highlands National Park of Canada, and we're about to do the Skyline Trail. Hi Miranda.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well.
So what should I expect?
Well, you can expect a Canadian signature experience.
Oh,
so
lovely.
beautiful, beautiful views of the ocean 400 meters below us.
Oh, wow.
On a clear day, we can see the mainland of Nova Scotia. You can see the Magdalen Islands of Quebec.
Wow.
It should be really, really spectacular on a day like today. Let's get going.
So how far up are we now?
So the top elevation of this trail is somewhere around 450 meters.
Wow.
Oh, a lady slipper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, it's in the orchid family. They tend to grow in damp, woody areas.
Wow.
We have areas where we have a lot of orchids, but I haven't seen the lady slippers growing on this trail before.
It's gorgeous. A nice little splash of pink amongst all the green.
For sure.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, wow, I can see the sea.
Yeah, we're getting closer. You noticed when we started the trail, we were in quite a forested area.
Yeah.
And then we came out and it was mostly ferns and fewer trees, and now this is like grassland.
Yeah.
We had an outbreak of a pest we call the spruce budworm.
Right, okay.
And they eat the buds off the fir trees and the white spruce.
Right.
So you just climb up here
And go
get a
around.
good view.
Cool.
And they were able to go from tree to tree to tree and just wipe out huge portions
Oh,
of
wow.
the forest. Now, ecologically speaking, that's fine because it's part of the natural cycle of regeneration.
Yeah.
But the moose's best food is the juicy new leaves on that regrowing new forest stuff that comes up.
Oh my God.
So they were eating everything and leaving nothing to regenerate.
Yeah.
And we ended up with this grassland type area that you see out here. So in this area, we have a project where we're planting trees. And we fenced off, this is 5 hectares. And inside we have planted over 40,000 trees.
Yeah.
From up here, we'll be able to see
them grow.
them growing and
how they're getting on.
and enjoy like
The view.
what kind of a view is that?
Wow. I'm starting to see the view opening up in front of me now. I'm getting kind of excited to see it.
So this tree is scrubby like this because it has been chewed on by the moose. In the winter, when all they have is the coniferous trees, the evergreen trees to eat, fir is softer than spruce, and what they prefer to eat is the new growth. Do you want to come and feel this?
Yeah.
So anywhere here, if you feel the end bit, feel how sort of soft that is. And then if you feel the ones further back, so the very end bit on any branch is the new growth from this year, and then this part here was like last year's growth.
Oh, yeah,
so
it's much harder.
Much harder and stiffer.
Yeah.
So this is what they choose to eat.
Wow,
As the older trees die off and the young trees can't grow up, you'll lose your forest.
So that's what you're trying to do in that enclosed area?
Is allow some of
trees
these
grow.
trees to grow up to a height where they can survive the moose.
Wow, okay. That's interesting.
let's take a look here in the muck on the side of this boardwalk.
Oh wow,
you see those?
Yeah.
The moose don't seem to care to walk on the clump, 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 and not the billy goat's gruff.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they walk here?
I think the sound of it probably disturbs them, and maybe even the feel of being on something like this. They're made and used to walking on this kind of ground, so that's what's comfortable to them. They would never walk along it this way.
All right, okay. That's cool. Wow.
So here's a little avant-goût.
It's beautiful.
You can see the Cabot Trail and the ocean.
Oh my God.
Look out.
Wow. That is so gorgeous.
Never gets old.
No. So all of these explain the different ecosystem here?
They explain a number of different important things, including why this boardwalk is here and why we should stay on it.
Ah.
Yeah, so before this was built, people could just walk out along here any old which way, but this is a very fragile environment. So this was a huge project we did back in the 2000s to make it so people could still come out and enjoy this amazing view, and yet we could protect the ecosystem at the same time.
It's beautiful here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just feels like you're on the edge of the world.
Kind of rendered speechless, you know? It doesn't matter how many times you see it, you're just like, wow. And then pretty much that's all you have to say is, wow, again.
That's all you can. Can we see some whales down there?
Yeah, we see where it sparkles on the water sometimes, a splash. That's some pilot whales that are...
Wow.
And the gannets that are swimming by. Oh yeah, you can see them clear already. Some of them nest off in the rocky shores around Newfoundland and off of our coast as well, and they come out here and they feed on fish. And
oh wow.
it's really, really neat to see them eating, because when they fly along, they see down below the water their fish, and they just turn and dive straight down
wow.
into the ocean.
Oh my God. This is scary.
So you've noticed a lot of this area out here has a lot of wild blueberry plants and some other wild berry plants as well. It's actually a popular place for bear to come and eat.
Oh, wow.
Not so much right here next to the boardwalk where there are a lot of people, but along down the sides of it, you'll see them scrabbling on the slopes here, or even back along that slope. Oh, it really breached there.
Oh wow.
You see that?
Yes.
I love my job.
So we just hiked 3.5 kilometers to get here, but it's so worth it. I would have hiked 20 kilometers to get here. I'm actually speechless. Look how beautiful this view is. I could stay here all day. Back on the road, and the breathtaking scenery of the Cabot Trail continues. We're travelling right around the peninsular before heading back the length of Nova Scotia to the provincial capital, Halifax. With so much to see, it could take some time. You can't help but stop along the way with all of these beautiful coastal views. This is Ingonish, and I'm going to be staying here tonight. Sitting on top of the headland is my hotel, which has a distinctly Scottish feel. So I'm just checking into the Celtic Lodge, and after a long, hard day, I think I deserve some nice food, and I heard it's really good here. And what I heard is right. Beautiful food with a glorious view. And what are the rooms like? Amazing. After a good night's sleep, what a sight to wake up to. The Celtic Lodge has a perfect position. And right across Canada, these red chairs are placed so you can relax and enjoy the views. I could get used to this. Sadly, I don't have time to sit around as I have a date with a kayak. North River kayaks also have some cozy log cabins, so you can stay in these idyllic surroundings. I'm meeting the owner, Angelo. Hi.
How's it going, Ellen?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Good, we're going kayaking?
Indeed we are.
Tell me I'm the pink one.
You are the pink one.
Good, awesome, cool. Let's get me kitted up
Yeah,
then.
come on over, get you a jacket and pull that up. and get it up. The higher the drier, okay?
Okay, the higher the drier.
You got it, and then we'll cinch it up. We might have to wind these back a little bit after. It's a little big. Yeah, all right, yeah, we're good to go.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
After some essential safety instructions, it's time to hit the water.
Yeah, I got you. There you go. You push you off. Nice.
I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this.
So how many tours do you take every day?
We do a half day at 9 and a half day at 1 and a full day at 9. And then I do 2-day, 3-day, 5-day, and then a roughing and romance trip where I take them down to the beach, leave them at the waterfall, set up their tent, do a 4-course dinner in the beach, cheesecake, wine, the whole works.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I split, and then I paddle back in the morning and cook a full breakfast in the beach. I take down their tent, and then the last one I did, this guy proposed. Well, I knew he was proposing, but I didn't know if she said yes until the next morning when I came back, and they set me up. She's sitting on the beach, and she's looking like very upset. And I said, hey, how's it going? And she's like, all right. Can we go now? And I thought he said no, and they were quiet for about 5 minutes. So I started packing up, and she pulled out the big rock. Yeah. This is the Old Oxford Paper Company. 1899 it was established. It employed 900 people. They had 600,000 acres of wood to cut. There was the old pier where those birds are sitting right now. Those are cormorants. Yeah, those suckers eat their body weight in fish every single day.
One of the overnight trips is just heading back.
Oh, absolutely. Look at the reflections of the kayaks in the water. It's fantastic. Okay, guys, we'll see you later on. All right. Yeah. Oh, look, there's an eagle up in the tree up there. Did you see him? The babies don't have white on them. When they're mature, at 5 years old, they have the white head. Yeah, so that's a mature eagle.
Time for a little lunch stop.
Yeah, you can come in right in here. Oh, yeah, right behind me is good if you want. Yeah, service with a smile.
Thank you. Whoa.
There you go.
You get stiff in there.
There you go.
Thank you.
You do.
My legs are like jelly.
Well, we're going to have just a cup of chocolate chai tea and some homemade banana bread. Give you a tune.
Well, I didn't expect that.
So I'm just going to go up and see the waterfall now. It gets better.
So this water's all drinkable, eh? Yeah, you can just stick your cup in and have a swig. You know, how many places in the world can you do that now?
And there was even a bigger surprise.
After all these years, I finally found you. So I'm going to get to...
Oh my God.
Can you hold that for me?
I do.
You do what? Oh, it fits.
It fits.
I knew.
Does that mean I'm engaged?
Okay, I guess we should get moving. There you go. Oh, look at that. It's like bowling. Yeah. So we did about 7 kilometers there. Not bad, yeah.
I can't believe how peaceful that was. That was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was a killer day. It was one of the best days so far in the water. I'm really happy that you said yes to my question. It was quite nice.
I know. I can't believe we have to leave each other already after only getting engaged 10 minutes ago.
Oh my God, you're not leaving, are you?
How sad.
Oh my God.
I'll be back.
You better be back.
Thank you so much. It's been so much fun. You've been great.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
See you
All
soon.
right, ciao.
Ciao. I like that.
Wondering what other surprises this day will bring, just along the coast is the town of Baddeck. Once home to Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, there's also an impressive museum.
there's a lot more to the Bell story than the telephone. So he was an innovator, he was a scientist, he was a teacher, and more than anything, he was a very great humanitarian. So he experimented with things like flight, transportation, flight, and hydrofoils. He experimented in the field of medicine. He had a vacuum jacket, which was an early forerunner to the iron lung that we know today.
Lovely. So how long did he live here?
He came here for the first time in 1885, which would have been 9 years after the invention of the telephone. Wow. So he was young, he was famous, he was wealthy, he was married, and he had 2 little daughters, and he spent the better part of the next 37 years of his life here.
So what's the significance of the wall behind me here?
After the invention of the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell spent 20 years in court defending his rights to the telephone patent.
Wow.
And so he learned very early on how important it was to record everything. Yeah. And so everything after the telephone, we have really good handwritten notes. He also took a lot of photographs. The photographs are dated. So this particular one is an enlargement of a couple of pages in one of his notebooks. So these are his drawings, and this is his handwriting. Wow. This one over here, where you can see it's quite clear and quite legible, this is when he was sort of relaxed. You can see it says at the top, bathtub notes. So he was very relaxed and very calm. Yeah. This side, on the other hand, is when he was very excited about something. And so the more excited he got, the harder it is to decipher his writing.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, will we go look at some of his work?
I think that's a great idea. I'd love to. So Alexander Graham Bell was actually born in Edinburgh, Scotland, 1847. And his father and his grandfather were both teachers of speech. Today we would probably call them speech therapists. These were pieces of an apparatus that he called the photophone. And the photophone was actually his favorite invention. He thought this was better than the telephone. This device could carry sound, including the human voice, on a ray of sunlight. What? So he understood that light could carry sound. Now, he didn't know about fiber optics. Yeah. But this was his cell phone.
Wow. So there was this one? Or
these are all components of the photophone. Right. Okay. Another funny little story is he was so impressed and liked this photophone so much that when his second daughter was born, he wanted to call her photophone. Now, fortunately, Mabel said no. Yeah. But this was his favorite invention.
Did he ever complete that, finish it?
Oh, yes, it worked very well. But there was no commercial interest at that time because it only worked if it was sunny. Oh, okay. So if it was cloudy or rainy or dark, it wouldn't work. So there was no commercial interest.
And were you saying as well that he was instrumental in flight?
Yes. So what we're looking at right now is the Silver Dart airplane, which was the plane that made the first power-controlled flight in the British Empire and was the beginning of aviation history in Canada. He was not an engineer, and he was desperate to get a man into the air. So Mabel, his wife, suggested that he form a group. So they built and flew successfully 4 planes. So the Red Wing crashed. Nobody was hurt, so they took what they learned and they built the White Wing. Very similar design, but the White Wing added the 3 wheels on the bottom, so all of a sudden the planes were steerable on the ground. Yeah. And they also incorporated the use of the wing-tipped ailerons, which gave them lateral stability. Yeah. So they flew the White Wing a few times, and then they crashed that. Okay. They went on to build the Junebug, and it was the first plane to complete a complete turn in the air and a figure 8. I just want to clarify that Bell and his team were not the first to fly. The Wright brothers flew in 1903, but they made significant contributions to the story of flight. And the story of aviation in Canada began with the story of their 4th plane, which was the Silver Dart. What we're looking at here right now is a full-scale exact replica of the Silver Dart. This one was built and flown here in Bedeck in February of 2009 off the ice, in the same way as the original one was flown to celebrate the 100th anniversary of flight.
So I know he's synonymous in the development of flight, but what he's probably most known for is the telephone.
That's right. Most people in the world know him as the inventor of the telephone, which of course he is. So I think maybe if we walk down to our telephone exhibit, that's a great place to tell that piece of the story.
Perfect.
How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Let's do it. So as we're walking along to get to the telephone exhibit, this is really what was Bell's last greatest achievement. Bell thought that a boat that traveled above the surface of the water, that would be hard to detect by radar or sonar, and hard to hit with a torpedo, might be of great benefit to the Army. So they started experimenting with hydrofoils. This one is called HD4, hydrofoil number 4, and it's the biggest one they built. And in 1919, the original HD4 was the fastest boat in the world, 114 kilometers per hour. So even today, that's pretty fast for a boat. Wow. We have a wonderful photograph up there on the wall where Bell is standing on the wharf, looking anxiously out at the hydrofoil, because that's his wife Mabel out there in the hydrofoil. She was totally deaf. The noise didn't bother her.
She was like, whatever.
So, you want to make our way down to those telephones now?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So when Bell went to Boston in the early 1870s, he was interested in something he was calling the harmonic telegraph. And the telegraph had already been invented, but it was very slow, so it could only send one message, one direction, one wire at a time. He realized, or he thought he realized, that it would be possible to carry the human voice on that wire. And so his attention then shifted from the harmonic telegraph to work on the telephone. I can't explain to you how these telephones worked, but Bell's first telephone had a liquid transmitter, which you can see here. And in that liquid transmitter, there was sulfuric acid. And at this point in the evening, Bell was in one room with the transmitter, and Watson was in another room with the receiver. And Bell somehow accidentally knocked over the container of sulfuric acid, and it spilled on his clothes. And he said, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want you." And Mr. Watson came running in as fast as he could, because he had heard those words for the very first time over a telephone wire. And that's where it all began.
That was amazing. I honestly thought that that was just going to be the story of the telephone, but he has done so much more. It is really incredible when you're in there and you hear the full story. If you're ever in the area, this is a stop off.
There's no hiding Nova Scotia's Scottish heritage. Even the name means New Scotland. So it's a bit ironic that this Gaelic college is in a place called Englishtown. CEO Rodney MacDonald is on hand to give me an insight.
Well, the Gaelic College is almost 80 years old.
Wow.
And it was set up to promote the culture and the language, which came from the Highlands and Islands of Scotland. And we continue with that mandate today as a continuing education facility and a cultural facility.
So you actually have students here as well?
We do, and they could be taking fiddle, they could be taking step dancing, they could be taking Highland dancing, piano accompaniment, boron, and a number of other instruments, and of course Gaelic language and craft as well.
Do you make these kilts here?
We actually do make kilts, and a variety of other items, and because the craft is part of what we're showcasing.
Yeah.
And
is there a significance to the different types of colors and patterns here?
There is. It's symbolic, of course, of the different families and clans, and representative of that. And we want to tell the story. So when we do a demonstration here, we talk about the Great Kilt, and we talk about the fact that when people came to Nova Scotia and Cape Breton Island post the Battle of Culloden, 1745, 1746. They came here with their culture and traditions, and we've maintained those traditions.
So can I go learn something? Seems I'm in a Gaelic college here.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
One thing I clearly need to learn is the piano.
Wrong. A lot of the words are the same as Gaelic Irish. August and it's very similar.
Fel jodaf go cawiste na Gaelic is mis a bríd ní graing agus ha mi taliste go bhel siúb ann. So I just said
Sounds
to
beautiful.
Thank you. Welcome to the Gaelic College. My name is Brittany Rankin, and I'm happy to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Great. So this language, it came over from the Highlands of Scotland, and it came over here after the Battle of Culloden in the mid-1700s. And it stayed here very true to its form because we were so isolated. We didn't have a lot of outside influences coming in on the island.
Yeah.
But over the years, as for instance, my grandfather, he spoke Gaelic. His first language was Gaelic. But as a 5-year-old child going to school, he wasn't allowed to speak it in the school. So he actually would be strapped or whipped if he was to speak the language. It was just seen as wrong. And it was because the English rule was in place in the schools here.
Yeah. So what do you do here? Because you're a teacher here.
Yeah, so I tell people about the milling frolic, which is a process of pre-shrinking fabric and making it suitable for clothing. They would gather around the table, it would be soaking wet, and they would drub the fabric. So that's kind of like going like this.
Okay.
And that creates a beat and a rhythm, and people would sing as they did that.
Wow.
So everybody, you can just imagine a whole table full of people doing that and singing a chorus together, and then one person would lead the song.
Wow.
You might see a 95-year-old at the table, and you might see a 5-year-old at the table, and it's wonderful, just intergenerational, and a great way to experience some of the culture.
Oh my God, her eyes are so real. She looks dead.
Leaving the Scottish heritage behind, I'm travelling east to learn more about something truly Canadian. Even the Canadian flag has a maple leaf at its heart. So a stop at a maple syrup farm is a must. Scott is going to show me around.
Hi.
Hi there, Ellen.
How are you?
Good. Welcome to Sugar Moon Farm.
Oh my God, it sounds so magical and it smells gorgeous.
We're making up some maple granola right now.
Oh, yum.
Maybe you get a chance to taste some later on.
So you make the maple here and you sell it here?
Through that door, we make maple syrup, yeah.
Oh, we've arrived in winter.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
This is a scene that occurs up on the hill behind us. There are over 100 species of maple trees grown throughout the world, but it's only in northeastern North America that we get springtime conditions of freezing and thawing temperatures. That makes the sap run.
Really? Okay.
And it's that sap run that allows us to collect the sap and then boil it down to get maple syrup.
Wow, okay.
It takes 40 units of sap to make 1 unit of maple syrup.
Wow. So this is what the taps look like on the trees. No maple though.
So away up behind us on the hill, we've got about 2,500 trees, all connected with a plastic pipeline. So around the middle of February, I go up in the woods, I drill a hole in every tree, put the tap in, and then we wait for Mother Nature to thaw the tree out. So when that sap run happens, everything feeds by gravity into a 1-inch plastic line. We get the syrup by boiling the sap, eliminating excess water, and the sugar gets left behind in a more concentrated form the longer it's boiled.
Okay, so what else do you have here besides the maple little factory going on?
Well, there are some lovely hiking trails that go around our property.
Oh, lovely.
There's over 30 kilometers of hiking trail through a wilderness protected area.
Beautiful.
And of course, you can always go out through the back here. I'll open this door and show you where our sugar woods are.
Ooh.
So the horizon there, from about there all the way over, that green, that's all the sugar woods.
Wow. So the sap comes down through that?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can I go and try some maple?
Absolutely. I'd love to give you a taste.
Awesome.
Inside, there is the most gorgeous aroma coming from the kitchen and a huge range of maple syrup products on offer.
So this is the bit I've been waiting for. Scott is going to let me sample some maple syrup.
Before I do that, I want to explain something that happens during the sugar season.
Okay.
These samples here represent the boils we had this past spring.
Okay.
So you can see the difference in color.
Yeah.
What happens is the chemistry of the sap changes from the beginning to the end of the season.
Okay.
You tend to make a lighter, more delicately flavored syrup early on in the season.
Right.
And then a dark, strong tasting syrup at the end.
Oh.
So I have samples of 4 different stages of the season that you can try and see which ones you prefer.
Oh, cool.
The first has a hint of vanilla.
Yeah, that's very sweet.
You're going to get a sugar high off of this.
Good.
There you go.
This mid-season one is very different.
Yeah, that's a lot richer.
Okay.
It's really sweet. It's almost like caramel.
And it's funny, the sugar content is the same. It's that same minimum 66% sugar.
Oh, really?
But the actual sugars that make it up change. Now this is the darkest, the end of the season.
Okay.
And it's got some interesting flavor notes.
Oh, God.
Some people love it.
Right.
It's great for cooking.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Right? It's almost molasses-like.
Yeah, molasses.
Right.
Yeah.
It's what we use to make the beans in this place.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The beans.
Maple beans, yeah.
Oh, you make beans?
We do.
Oh, my God. You guys put maple in everything. I love it
Pretty
here.
much.
Well, thank you for showing me.
You're quite welcome. Now we should feed you.
Yeah, I'd love that.
We do French toast. We do all sorts of specials. We have parfaits. We have hot cereals. We have fresh East Coast cheese that's beautiful from a company called Noidart. And so that goes on our breakfast sandwiches with our candied bacon and an egg. And we make our English muffins from scratch here. Those are our fresh biscuits that just came out of the oven, nice and warm. Maple butter is basically our maple syrup that's reduced a little bit longer.
Wow.
So there's actually no butter in it. We call it maple butter, just a play on words, but it's actually just maple syrup.
That's amazing. So what are you going to suggest for me to have for lunch
I'm
today?
going to suggest that you're going to have the last thing which I haven't talked about, which is our baked beans.
Well,
So
I can't wait to try it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So you and I are going to share some mini maple tonics.
Oh.
With all
Are these alcoholic or no?
They are not, unfortunately. So
they smell lovely.
with all of the, health cleanses going on around the world today, this is kind of our take on that. So what it is lemon juice, hot water, maple syrup, and cayenne pepper.
Oh wow, I was wondering, and they're warm.
Yes, they are warm.
I'm gonna taste it.
Cheers. It does have a bit of a kick.
Yeah, it's easy to drink. Is it hard to work here and not like gorge on all these beautiful stuff?
Yes, it is. Sometimes I think I should do like the hike first to kind of negate it.
Exactly, yeah, that's a plan.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Your one looks a bit different to mine.
Yes, mine is a maple mocha, so I have hot chocolate mixed in with mine as well.
Oh, nice. Extra sugar.
Yes, that's right. We
Love
need more of that around here.
Yes, and it looks like the food's coming.
Yes.
Wow. This looks good.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
There you go, ma'am.
Oh my God.
Well, we have bacon, we have our knockwurst, and we have our breakfast sausage, all from the pork shop. We have our pancakes with some fresh strawberry compote, and then we have our maple baked beans made from scratch.
Wow.
The piece de resistance, some maple whipped cream, also made from scratch.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Wow. This is what the kicker is.
Oh, nice. So do you guys usually put maple on top as well?
All over. Everything.
Yeah?
In the
Okay.
beans, on the sausage.
Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. Looking good. I'm gonna have a sugar high all day.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's good sugar though. What do you think?
So good. That cream is so gorgeous. I have to try these beans
Yes,
though.
you do.
Special beans. Oh wow. They're so nice. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to get that recipe from him, take it back to the UK.
You can try.
I get good money for that.
We have maple mustard here as well. That goes really nicely with the sausages.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'll have to try that too.
It's kind of a sweeter mustard, but it's so good.
Nice, I like sweet.
There you
Bring
go.
it on. That was absolutely amazing. I think I have a little sugar rush after that one, but I'm so full. It's easy to see why they won Best Restaurant in Nova Scotia 2015. That's a good one.
After that huge meal, some adventure beckons.
So I'm just about to go tidal bore rafting again. They have me looking beautiful, the glamour of TV. But hey, it has to be done. I'm really looking forward to this one. Apparently we have to walk through a lot of mud. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna fall! Oh my God, this is fun. So has anybody fallen in yet this season?
Yeah, people fall in. There does get to be a fair bit of water in the boat. That doesn't mean we're sinking. Everyone holding on?
Yep.
All right.
I'm scared already.
The tidal bore is created when high tides from the ocean clash with the outflow from the river, causing some rough waters.
Are we stuck in the bottom?
Well, we're hitting the bottom right now.
Okay. We got stuck in the sand, so the boys are pulling us home. It's always us. They're all fine. Oh my God, it's so cold. I didn't sign up for this.
The soft sand sucks us down as we try to walk.
Oh my God, I thought I'm literally sinking.
Oh my God.
Apparently, it can't pull you far down, but it's a scary moment.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Save yourselves.
Back on the boat, we're heading for the incoming tide.
My hands are gone numb from holding the rope so tight. We haven't even started yet. Oh God.
It doesn't take long to find the rough water.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell? I need a drink after this. Gin and tonic, please.
Our rib becomes less like a boat and more like a giant rubber ring.
Look at all the water.
A swift bit of speed empties it out.
I'm ready to go back. Oh my God. We might as well fall in now.
And just as I mentioned falling in, a young girl does just that. She's quickly pulled back on board, and although it's rough, it's actually very shallow. After a few more passes through the waves, we head back upriver, stopping for a bit of fun mudsliding along the way. Okay, let me tell you, I'm not deliberately sliding into this man. It is really difficult to control where you go. Even getting back on the boat is a challenge.
It's slippery!
When we first went out, I was a bit nervous. I thought it'd be a bit unsafe, but once you're out there, you really get into it and you just enjoy it. And the mudslide after is a really good top off. Can't wait to do it again. Are we doing it again?
My last stop in Nova Scotia is the city of Halifax, the very wet city of Halifax.
What happened to all the nice sunshine?
I only have a few hours, so I'm staying undercover and visiting the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic, where curator Jerry Lunn is waiting to show me around.
We're the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. We're the largest maritime museum in Canada. We have everything from the Navy Gallery to Days of Sail and Age of Steam. We have a wonderful Cunard exhibit. What many people come to us for are the story of the Halifax explosion, this horrific event late in World War I, but also Titanic. You're going to love it. You really are.
Well, can we go have a look?
Yeah, let's go. This is one of the coolest objects that we have in the museum. It's a diorama of the naval dockyard in Halifax, early June 1813. A couple of the sailing ships here portray the British ship HMS Shannon, which took the American vessel USS Chesapeake in a short but bloody battle off Boston in 1813. The workers on the careened ship, the public, the ladies with tiny little parasols coming in to look at this event. This is our temporary exhibition. We call it Collision in the Narrows because in 1917, early December, two vessels collided, one carrying a huge amount of munitions. The fuel tanks aboard Mont Blanc started burning. TNT, gun cotton aboard the ship. The French crew abandoned the ship. There was a huge explosion, 2,000 people killed almost instantly.
Did it kill people on the shoreline?
Oh, the entire north end of Halifax, completely swept. You've seen images of Hiroshima in Japan after during World War II? Yeah. That's what the north end of Halifax looked like. And that was the nature of the devastation. So you have a situation where 2,000 people almost immediately killed. Houses, mainly wooden, completely mowed down. Industries along the waterfront. Fires started in these wooden houses. So if you survived the blast, you may have perished in the fires.
Oh my God.
If you survived the fires, you may have perished in the blizzard, which came within 24 hours.
Wow.
These are some of the larger fragments that were found and left. And
oh my God.
Anchor shaft was blasted kilometers distant. A number of historians have claimed it was the largest or perhaps most destructive man-made blast prior to the detonation of the atomic bomb over Hiroshima.
Oh my God, so it affected this whole area.
Yeah, exactly.
The museum is vast and it has galleries large enough to house real sailing boats and other vessels. Upstairs, a genuine Titanic deck chair has pride of place. But why here?
We have an exhibit on Titanic because when the ship sank, the victims were brought to Halifax.
Okay.
330 odd victims were recovered, but only slightly over 200 were actually brought to Halifax because many of them had to be buried at sea. The Mackie Bennett was the first cable ship, left 2.5 days after the sinking, arrived 5 days after the sinking. Wow. By that time, the debris field would have spread quite far and wide. So Mackie Bennett ran out of embalming fluid and ice, so they had to bury quite a number of bodies at sea. They brought back a number. Of the total number that came back to Halifax, 150 remained buried in Halifax in 3 different cemeteries. A woman phoned us in 1998, told us that she was the daughter of the wireless operator who took the messages from Titanic. He had written them down, given the transcript to his family, and she kept it. Nobody knew it existed. She offered it to us. It took us about a nanosecond to decide, yes. And this details all of those horrific messages, like at 10:25, Titanic calling CQD, which was the equivalent of SOS at the time, calling for help. 10:35, have struck iceberg. 10:40, we require immediate assistance. It carries on down to 12:27. Signals from Titanic were blurred and ended abruptly.
Oh, wow.
It took about 2 hours and 20 minutes to sink.
That's amazing.
Some 700 or so survived. Some 1,500 lives were lost.
Wow.
It was an horrific disaster.
Yeah, it really was.
Lastly, we're going to come to the most poignant of the objects that we have in our collection, a pair of child's shoes. And when they came into the collection, it really tugged on the heartstrings of people here. But for the longest time, no one knew who they belonged to. And in fact, there was one child recovered, a tiny child, just between 1 and 2 years old, that was recovered by the crew of the Mackie Bennett. And the crewmen were so touched that, and no one knew who the baby was. They put together their meager funds to pay for a more elaborate headstone grave marker for the child. But for decades it was known as the unknown child. No one knew who it was. Well, then some forensic research in the 2000s was done, and they actually did an exhumation, took some DNA samples, which they were able to analyze, and they came to the conclusion through hours of research that it was Sidney Leslie Goodwin of Great Britain.
Wow.
Tiny little child, and it was more than likely 99% sure that these shoes are from that child.
How do you know?
There was a policeman at the time, Clarence Northover, who saw the shoes. He tucked them away in the drawer. They remained there. He kept them in his family, passed them down to his children. One of the descendants of Northover came to us and said, "Would you be interested in having these shoes?" This told a story that we absolutely had to tell. And I have to say that probably more photos have been taken of these shoes than of people sitting in the deck chair.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. They really are like, just, it's so heartfelt. Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Next time, I'm moving on to the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, where I'll set off in search of icebergs. I'll go foraging on the beach and brave Atlantic Canada's largest zip line. See you next time.